college basketball, and today I'm bringing you this stream with my special guest. He would like to introduce himself. Hey guys.
Hi.
This is my son James. He's going to hang out and watch us. He wants to be a professional YouTuber and a streamer and all that good stuff. So he's just seeing, he's going to sit down here and watch what I do and learn all the things not to do. But anyway, he's going to be hanging out with us tonight as we bring you season 3 of the Tulane Green Wave. So I'm taking a look over here. We've got our green dot. We're up and running. I reached out to Chris with GM Games. I don't know if he got the notice to send us out on Twitter or not. So while we wait for everyone to get the word, we're just going to take a look here at our roster. We're getting ready to go into this season. We've got a pretty solid roster. In fact, anybody that's in the NCBA with me might be interested to know I would love to have this roster instead of my current Louisville roster. This is getting pretty good, guys. This should be an NCAA tournament team. This should be a team that wins an awful lot of games, especially in the out-of-conference. And then once we get in conference in the American Athletic, I think that we'll definitely compete. We could be top 3. If anybody was here last time, you'll remember Arthur Nixon was smarting off, so we had to suspend him for a little bit. Now, look, Daddy, you get in trouble all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And I make you go sit down?
Yeah.
All right. Arthur Nixon got in trouble. We made him go sit down for 1 whole week, which is a lot longer than you usually have to sit on the steps. So Sean Larry will be taking the... Well, actually, yeah, Sean Larry is going to start, I believe, for the first week. And Boyce here, our senior shooting guard, he's going to be picking up some of those backup minutes at the 3. So, guys, this is the roster. So let's jump into the season here. You ready?
Yeah.
You excited to see if I win?
Yeah.
If I win, are you going to get excited and clap your hands and do cool stuff?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do if you want to be a successful streamer, right? All right, here we go, guys. We're jumping into these games. So let's see what we get first. All right, so we'll get to play about 30 games, okay? So hope you're ready. Hope you're here for the long haul.
I get why it takes an hour.
Mm-hmm. You gotta speak up, son. He said now he gets why it takes a whole hour. All right, here we go. So we're starting off the Northern Illinois Salukis, I believe, are coming into New Orleans, Louisiana. So let's see how we start off here in this 2028 season. Wow. We're getting deep into it, guys. We had 5 seasons with the Florida A&M Rattlers, and now we're in season 3 with Tulane. So let's see if we can get it kicked off. What's up, Agalia? Get those trash-talking fingers warmed up. Hey. Get up close to the mic and say, Kentucky sucks.
What?
Say it. Right now. Say what I told you. We're working on him. He doesn't know how to trash talk yet, so yeah, get those fingers. He'll spit it out before the stream's over. Let's see how game 1 goes. And we're not gonna be losing any games, buddy. Here we go. Let's take a look. Go ahead with the talk, big talker. Let's see what this record is. We're above 500 in 8 seasons. 5 with the Florida A&M Rattlers, Prestige 2. Then we took over Tulane. So. It's nothing but up from here. We're never going to be underneath 500 again. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, he's excited. He wants to start streaming. He's put up a couple of his own YouTube videos playing some Lego games. He's excited about that. He's really into dinosaurs. He's really into hunting. So most of what he likes to play probably doesn't fit in with GM Games, but he and I might stream some of the games he likes to play on my own YouTube here and there. But let's get the games going. Northern Illinois coming into Tulane. And we start off the season right. 26 points right out of the gate. D.D. Higgins. He didn't get the double-double in game 1, but he did drop 15 points. I didn't see who else played well. So we started off right. And Northern Illinois, they're not a bad team. They might not be Power 5, but they're also not bottom dwellers or anything. So good stuff going there. You gotta say it loud, though. We'll get around to it now. I'm at the point of bribing him. All right, so here we go. Game 2, headed to Arkansas State. All right, he's going to be back later. So we had a special guest there for our first 5 minutes of the stream, and he's already getting bored. I don't think GM simulation games are quite his thing yet. He's more into construction vehicles. But Green Wave headed into Arkansas State. I do not know their mascot. Doesn't matter. 27. Look at D.D. Higgins. Look at my boy. Let's go back. Agalia is ready for him to bust, right? 16-19. I call him like I see him. 16-19. He's a monster. He's going to go pro. So, looked like Arkansas State Red Wolves. Is that what it was? But yeah, we took care of them at their place on the road. That's a 30-point thrashing on the road. So, we are definitely headed in the right direction. Hear footsteps on the stairs coming and going. I can't tell what's happening behind me. Here he is. My partner has returned. All right. So 2 games in. We're 2-0. Woo! South Carolina whooped Pacific 71-32. What a beating. There's Sanchez. Much like Anthony Sanchez is going to be doing business in the MAAC at Rider next year in the NCBA. If anybody's in the NCBA, give me a break. Hey, Agalia, are you in the is it the MAAC or the MEAC? Are you in that Northeastern conference with us? With the other users, with like Ryder and Manhattan and whatnot? Louisville's just playing American teams nonstop. Oh, we got Oregon State. Ooh, we got Power 5 coming in to Devlin Fieldhouse, I think. I haven't been with Tulane long, but we're green waving out. Devlin Fieldhouse. James, can you do this? Just wave your arm and go shh. It's a green wave. He can't do it. He'll get there. You can. Well, then let's see it. Everybody wants to see it. I'm looking in here. We got 3 viewers, and they all say they want to see you do it.
No.
There's 3 people watching you right now. There you go. You got to shh. Do it. There we go. The green wave. Shh. Taking on the Oregon State Beavers in Devlin Fieldhouse. What have we got? I'm not in the Big Sky. I've got my MEAC, MAAC, whatever team it is, and then I've got Northern Kentucky, and they're in the Horizon. So, Oregon State coming into Tulane. Can we put a whooping on a Power 5 school? Yes, we can. Is that Bob the Builder? Yes, we can. I think that was Marquette Holmes doing the majority of the damage there. Only a 7-point game. I'm not crazy about that. Oregon State's traditionally a bottom feeder in the pack, so I would have really preferred to kind of put it on them, especially being at home. But, you take what you can get. We beat a Power 5 school. We're getting there, even though, like I said, this team, I enjoy this team. They've got a lot of talent. They still don't have that upperclassman leadership, that senior leadership. Headed in to play the Buckeyes of Ohio State, a road game. Now, this will be an interesting one. This is the type of game that even NCAA tournament teams lose, so I won't be heartbroken if we lose it, but I'd love to win here in Value City Arena. Let's see if we can pick up a win. Let's see if Higgins can cast off that nonsense of only showing up against trash teams. Let's see if we can get a big game out of him. This is your Villanova Wildcats going on the road against UConn, picking up a win. Oh, yeah, 8 points. Marquette Holmes did the work. Looks like Stetson also put in, and I think the other was Gundy. Was it Gundy? Because, we're 3 games in. I need to change the lineup already. Oh, Grundy. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Ben Grundy, the freshman, going 8-10. So there's another freshman, another big man doing work. So you see Higgins had a little bit of an off night. Only played 15 minutes. He got in foul trouble. But then Grundy stepped in and did work, especially on the boards. And then you can't stop Marquette Holmes. He fills it up. Down here for Ohio State. I tell you what, it's an up year for Tulane, and it's only going higher every single time. I don't care about the Buckeyes. What we do need to do is jump over here. Yeah, he was in foul trouble. He only played 15 minutes. I don't know what you're expecting there. Let's jump over to our depth chart because we need to figure this out. Now, I believe, before the suspension that we actually had Nixon starting. So I think we're going to go back to that. We're going to move Larry up at least ahead of Boyce. We're going to move him up in front of Haywood. And now we're going to let the AI suggest the matrix for us. And I'm pretty sure I'm alright with that. Does Grundy want starters minutes? Yeah, we're going to piss him off. That's alright. We're just going to roll with it, guys. What's up, Breeze? Glad to have you, buddy. Glad you can make it in the stream. If you weren't here earlier with us, it's my buddy James. Say hello to Breeze.
Hi.
Say hi, Breeze. Hi, Breeze.
Hi, Breeze.
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 Yeah. Say hi, Agalia. If that's too hard to say hi, loser.
Hi, loser.
There you go. That's for you Kentucky Wildcats out there. That was awesome. All right, 4-0. Good start to the year. Good start to the year. Bree said hello, James. James wants to... yeah, Galia's a loser. He's a onesie that got beat by a 16. James wants to learn to stream and learn to do YouTube and stuff like that. So he's hanging out with me tonight, just kind of watching, learning all the things not to do. All right. Indiana State. I'm relatively certain this is the second year in a row that we've been playing the alma mater, the homeschool of Larry Bird, Larry Legend, the Indiana State Sycamore Legend. Hopefully he's not walking through that door, as Rick Pitino would say. So let's see if we can take care of the Sycamores at home. Yes, sir. Handily. Woo! Marquette Holmes with 37. Did y'all see that? Look at your boy. 37 points. That's ridiculous. He went plus 42 for the game. Threw in 7 rebounds. He didn't fill it up too much other than that. He limited the turnovers. Look at him. 8 of 16 from 3. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Out of my boy Marquette Holmes. So, handled that one easily. Nice little 33-point win. You could have completely taken Marquette Holmes off the court and we still win. No, we still lose, actually. We won by 33, but Holmes had 37. Yeah, he went off. So, Marquette Holmes absolutely doing work. What do you say? You like Marquette Holmes?
Yeah.
Is he pretty good? Are you Team Holmes or Team Higgins? Just shout it out. Holmes or Higgins?
I'm sleepy.
What?
I'm tired.
You're tired? You can't be tired while you're streaming. You gotta be Team Holmes or Team Higgins.
I've yawned a lot.
Huh?
I'm sleepy because I've yawned a lot.
He's yawned a lot, so he's sleepy. Alright. Well, if you decide to come back down, you're welcome. But you better come back down being Team Higgins. Tulane headed to Texas El Paso. Oh, that was Nixon's first game of the year, right? Maybe second. See what we can do here against Texas El Paso. Nice. Nice. We were rolling, guys. I did not see who played well that game, so let's check out the box score. Ladeau with 13. Almost got the double-double. Higgins, 8 and 7. So he's still flirting with it. Still getting into foul trouble. Holmes fouled out. Only played 17 minutes. Still almost a point a minute. So he's producing. He produced when he was in there. Calvin Harris carried a big load of the minutes. And he didn't stand out anywhere, but look at the box score. He just filled it up everywhere. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, a block. We'll ignore the turnover part. So, and then Grundy also playing very well for a freshman, having to play big minutes with Higgins being in foul trouble here a couple games early. So, All right. You can't start a season better than this, folks. You really can't. We're 6-0. We've only had maybe 2 games under 10 points, under a 10-point differential. So definitely the start we're looking for as we head into December. Now, out of conference is fun, but everybody knows, as I've said every single stream, rubber hits the road in conference play. And it won't be any different this year. So regardless of how well we do in the preseason, I'm waiting to see what happens in that conference play. We got UC Santa Barbara coming into Tulane. Look at my Cards, number 3, playing the Shockers at home. We'll see how that works out for them real quick. The Gauchos. Whew, Louisville took care of business. Number 3 team in the nation. That's what they do. And Tulane takes care of business. Stetson with the double-double, but we had the dreaded red flash at the top right. So whether that's an injury or a team incident, I'm not certain. Looking like an injury. So it's Ben Grundy. And it's just a sprained wrist, 12 days. He's still at 90%. So for a backup, I don't even need to adjust his minutes. He's going to be just fine. Look at Stetson with 19 points and 10 assists. That's a heck of a game out of our junior point guard. Love to see that. James has rejoined us. Higgins threw in 15 points, 7 rebounds. Team Higgins, Team Holmes. Higgins. He said Higgins. For anybody that couldn't hear, Agalia, he said Higgins. And Ledoux went scoreless, but got 8 rebounds. So that's all right. He's still doing work. He's just nervous. He hasn't done... he's just done a couple of streams on like his iPad for his Lego game. James, there's 3 people watching, buddy. You're all right. I'd like to say there's thousands and thousands out there, but it's a close-knit community here. We got Breeze, we got Agalia, and we got one lurker that hasn't spoke up yet. Probably Chris or Blazer or a bot or something. We had 7 or 8 on Tuesday. Oh, one of the players isn't in a good mood. I thought you meant the boy. Sean Larry, not in a good mood. He is upset with me. He wants solid minutes, and he didn't get them whatsoever last year because I believe we had Lusick and somebody else was sliding over and getting minutes at the 3. So hopefully that goes up throughout the season. But if not, we still have Nixon, who is probably the better of the 2. Look, Agalia wants to talk a lot of trash. I see how it is, buddy. Look, we got a rivalry to maintain in the NCBA, so you will definitely beat me this year. If not, just quit. But it's gonna get ugly going forward. Here we go. Tulane Green Wave headed into the number 17 Michigan Wolverines on the road. So this is a huge road game for us. If we win this, it completely validates everything I've been saying. If we lose, it's not the worst thing in the world. Breeze, this year in the NCBA, Agalia will be better. Last year, I had a top 2 recruiting class. I think Wisconsin was first. Mine was second or third, I believe. Unfortunately, my best 3 recruits all declared for the NBA. I was hoping to hold on to 1, maybe 2 of them. But unfortunately, all 3 of them went pro. So I really had to completely regroup this year. All I have in the NCBA is a senior point guard and a couple of young fellows that maybe can do something. So this year will be rough, but we're gonna go all out and see if we can't land some of those top freshmen and have a big year next year as we build depth. But that's in the NCBA. Here at Tulane, we're having our biggest game yet for this season. So let's see what happens as Tulane heads into Ann Arbor. Took them out. Look at Arthur Nixon. Look at B.B. Higgins. He was 1 point short of the double-double. Arthur Nixon in his 4th game dropped 20. So there we go. And this is actually, okay, so I got to dial it back a notch. That wasn't truly on the road. We're playing in a tournament here. I don't know if anybody in here knows what tournament this is. Just shout it out. So we are playing on a neutral court in a tournament. But still, we just took out our first ranked team. I don't know, have we beat a ranked team yet in this stream? In any of the 8 seasons? Is that our first win against a ranked opponent? I believe it is. Nothing else is coming to mind. So we've got the Akron Zips, and we take care of business. BB Higgins, 4-10-7. Marquette Holmes dropping 18, and Stetson doing his thing. So Higgins, Holmes, and Stetson are really the core of this team. They're just doing it over and over. And now we got another ranked opponent, number 10, South Carolina. So it's going to designate us the home team for this game. But again, this is a tournament game. So 2 undefeated 9-0 teams squaring up against each other. Let's see what happens. And that's our first loss of the season, a 7-point loss. Check the box score. Went by too fast for me. Ledoux played well. Higgins, 20 minutes, 5 and 4. Totally lived down to Agalia's expectations with a -7 rating. Grundy actually played well. He actually played more minutes. Looks like he did it with the rebounds. Malone actually put in 12. All right, well, it happens, guys. We're not going to win them all. Now we got a team incident. Ledoux and Nixon. God. 2 of our starters, of course. All right. Ledoux immediately apologizes. Nixon's had an attitude almost every time, but look, he's going 11-5 a game. Man, can I... All right. He also apologized straight away, so that's good news for us. So they both chilled out pretty quickly. And absolutely no rest for the weary as we turn around and have to go on the road to St. Mary's. So our 3rd game of the year against a ranked opponent. So far we're 1-1. Let's see how it goes against the Gales in McKeon Pavilion. Took care of it. 11 points. Arthur Nixon again. Arthur Nixon doing some work as a freshman. So all these guys are bringing in, you know, they're all jumping up and hitting their spots here and there. You know, picking and choosing. Anybody can show up on a given night, whether it's Stetson, whether it's Holmes, whether it's Nixon, Ledoux, Higgins, Grundy off the bench. We're getting deep now, guys. We're getting deep. This is a team I like to play with. What do you think, James? You like them? We're 10-1. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, can you do another green wave with me? I'll count to 3 and we do it. Ready? 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Good one. What was Nixon's recruit ranking? Let's go take a look. So Nixon was just barely in the top 50 in the nation, but he was top 50. So I don't know why his team relationship's so bad. It says he's a good guy, but his team relationship's garbage. We're winning games. You would think that would go up, but whatever. He can't read the chat. All right. So moving on, 11 games into the season. We're about a third of the way through it here, halfway through December. Getting close to the end of out-of-conference play. Pretty soon we're going to hit that conference and see what we're seriously all about. But I got a good feeling about this team. I think we should be top 3 in the conference, and we should absolutely compete for that conference championship. Depending on how the other teams are, I haven't seen a lot of the other teams out there. I don't know who else we have ranked in the conference, so we might take a look at that once we hit January, or once we hit like our first conference game. All right, so I think this is just a scouting report. I'm kind of proud we had our first double green wave of the stream in history. That was pretty good. Now we got Niagara coming in. All right, the Niagara Purple Eagles. Okay. Coming into Devlin Fieldhouse. Let's see what happens. 8-point win. Stetson, Higgins, and somebody else. I didn't quite catch it. So it looked like Stetson had the best game out of everyone, but, you know, everybody does their part. Gets the win. That's the important thing. It would have been nice to, you know, stretch that out a little bit, but you take a win. You win in advance. That's the only way to do it. I am a little bit surprised we're not ranked, especially beating 2 ranked teams. We have to be close. Let's check out our RPI. So look at our RPI is 14th. So that is solid AF. The only team we lost to, South Carolina, is now ranked 7th. That was on a neutral court. We won at St. Mary's. We beat Michigan on a neutral court. They're no longer ranked. But we're 14th in the RPI. As long as we don't lose any of these games coming up, we will eventually be ranked. But, you know, you lose a clunker, it all goes downhill. Weirder things have happened. Stranger things have happened. I think that we'll hold tight this year. I think this is looking like, you know, one of those 25 win type years, assuming that we can win a couple of games in the conference tournament and a couple of games in the NCAA. I hope this is a Sweet 16 team. I think it could be. I think at the very least I would love to make the second round. But if we keep on the way we are and we're like a 4 seed, we've got a legit shot at the Sweet 16. You having fun so far on the stream?
Yeah.
You got anything to say to Agalia?
No.
All right. He doesn't have anything to say yet. He'll get there. Here we go. Colorado State Rams. Home of John L. Smith. No, get out. Get out. Higgins had a good game. Marquette Holmes went off scoring again as usual. It's like Higgins does that dirty work. Holmes gets all the, you know, the fancy points and whatnot. This team's got it going, guys. They've got it going. This is legit. We're almost through December now. We're almost to conference, and we've only lost one game. 12-1. It's pretty solid. That RPI is only going to go up, hopefully. Hang tight, boy. We'll make it. We're halfway through. You feel like we're halfway through?
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm so tired.
You can be tired. That's all right. All right. We're really, really close to January now. Can't believe we're 30 minutes into the stream and Chris is still being lazy. Haven't seen him yet. DMing him on Discord and everything. He's just MIA. Hopefully the notification's still working out to the GM Games Discord, so at least people are aware that we're up and live. I mean, we got 3 people on it. They're either following us or in the Discord. But I know Chris has the people on the Twitter, which is not a thing that I do. All right, couple of scouting reports. Who are we actually playing now? Tulane, Wichita State. So we're in conference. Let's jump over and check out our standings real quick. So you can see here Cincinnati is number 12, and that is the only ranked team in this conference this year. Taking a look at the RPI, we're actually ahead of them. Not by much. What's that? Lean up here and say it a little louder.
Kentucky sucks.
That was for you, Agalia. Kentucky sucks. So we're actually ahead of Cincinnati on the RPI, and nobody else. Well, actually, look at UConn in the RPI, number 12. They're 7-5 overall, so I don't know how that works exactly. But anyway, handful of teams there in the American in the top 20 RPI wise. Wichita State is not one of them. I didn't see exactly where they are. I know there was a couple of teams in that top 50. Oh, the facepalm. Let's see what we can do with the Shockers. Headed on the road into Wichita State territory. I love it, Breeze. Oh, yeah. 16-point win on the road. Look at D.D. Higgins. That's my boy. The double-double. Take another look at it. 12 and 11. Where's Holmes? Holmes poured in 12. Liddell with 16. Nixon 11. Harris did his thing. Grundy on the boards. Team effort. Total team effort. And we absolutely took care of Wichita State on the road. So, guys, we are rolling right now. Absolutely rolling. That's a conference win on the road. Those are not easy to come by. And they made it look easy. So let's hope that that is the norm for the rest of the season and not any kind of fluke. Let's hope that holds up. Stay sitting in your seat, boys, so they can see you. If you're over there, all I can see is your stinky butt. All right, well, now we got UConn coming in. So, 8-5 on the season. 1-0 in the AAC. I do not know who they beat. Cincinnati held serve against SMU. And outside of that, it looks like mostly home teams. Well, over here, no. Got a couple of road upsets. So let's hope that we can avoid that as the Huskies come into town. Yes. Oh, God. We're putting beatings on people, guys. Beatings. 26 points against the Huskies. I get so surprised at the overall score. I miss what actually happened. But basically, what happened here? I clicked the wrong one. Jesus, I was going to say that was not at all what I was looking for. Here we go. Against the Huskies. So, Higgins, 16-12. Liddell with 15. God, look at our starters with the plus-minus. Every one of them over 20. It's a solid game, folks. It's just solid basketball. We took them to school in the first half by 20 and then still held out in the second half and won that one by 6. So, good stuff. The Green Wave are crashing into the American Athletic Conference right now. So 2-0 in conference. I believe we have 18 conference games. There should be 16 left. And then we'll get into the tournament, which will be great. We'll see how long my partner in crime here can hold on tight tonight. Maybe we can get through. Last couple times we've done a little bonus where I've gone ahead and simulated the offseason and given you all a sneak peek at the roster for next year and recruit class rankings and that sort of thing. But there we go. We're ranked for the first time in the NCBA stream, guys. We started off with an absolute garbage coach, as low as it goes. Went to Florida A&M. 2 prestige. Yes, the reason for my success is my newly identified assistant coach. That is correct. Garbage coach, no prestige, garbage school. Here we are, January 9th, 2029. We are ranked the 19th team in the country for the first time in the NCBA, in the history of the GM Games stream, the history of GM Games on Twitch. This is history, folks. Write it down on your calendar. Tulane Green Wave, number 19 in the country, headed down to play the East Carolina Pirates. Yeah, I'll definitely screw it up, man. I will definitely screw it up, I promise you. Oh, I can't keep this up forever, that is for certain. It might start right here at ECU. I got a lot of bad memories at ECU when Louisville used to play them. I don't remember if it was wins or losses necessarily, but I just don't like them. Nothing to complain about there today. And there was Grundy, the freshman, doing work. 21-point win on the road at ECU. Look at Nixon with 25. Higgins, double Higgins with his 11 and 10. That's what he does every game. Grundy with a plus 32. He only scored 2 points, guys, but look, 11 rebounds, 8 assists for the freshman center, 4 steals, 5 blocks. That's a game in 19 minutes. That's a game. That's a game, Grundy. So he's doing work for us. And I need to figure out if I can make him happy and get him some more minutes. I would really hate to lose him because I certainly think like Higgins certainly could go pro. Grundy, he could definitely transfer. Hey, we're not there yet, Agelia. We're not those losses that look bad come tournament time. I'm not going to say that we're past that point. We'll certainly get some of them along the way here and there, but they're going to be upsets. They're not going to be those 50-50 games like they were before. Those games that, we would hope to win or we should win. Well, here you go. Here's the patented. This is what looks bad come tournament time. Number 19 Tulane headed into Houston Cougars 5-9 on the season. So this kind of loss, yeah, this one would absolutely knock us down a few pegs. It is on the road, so no guarantees here, but we've been all right on the road. Keep in mind we don't really have any kind of senior leadership, so this could really go either way. We should win, and we do by 12. Marquette Holmes again filled it up. Not points wise, he filled up the stat line. That was points, that was rebounds, assists, steals. He did it all. You still team Higgins?
Yeah.
Holmes is doing work, though. Holmes is doing work. So, 16-1, 4-0 to start conference play halfway through January. Guys, we are cruising right now. This is what I expected out of this team, but it's still a little better than expected. I figured we would trip up here or there. Thankfully, we haven't. Thanks, Breeze, for cutting some clips out for us, buddy. Hey, Beardtown TV, thanks for the follow, man. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Shout out, say hello, Beardtown. Say hello. You got to say hello.
Hello.
Say hello, Beardtown.
Hello, Beardtown.
There you go. So thanks for the follow. So Temple Owls coming in. 10-6 on the year, 1-3 in the AAC. So this being a home game, another one I would hope to win. Still no guarantees here, but the way that we're playing this year, guys, you should expect to win. He said hello to you, James. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Say thanks for the follow. Remember when you tell people to follow and subscribe? Say thanks for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
That's what you do when you're a streamer. Thanks for the follow, Beardtown. It's my boy. He's learning to stream and YouTube. Whoo, 15-point win with Doe, Higgins, the usual suspects. Yeah, man, we got a crazy DDSCB community on GM Games Discord. Also, over on OSN's Discord, we've got our online season going. If you're not in our league, Beardtown, and you like the game and you want to be in a multiplayer league, get at me in Discord or YouTube or wherever after the stream's over. We can hook you up, get you in there. What's up, Ricky Cupcakes? How's it going, buddy? Say hi, Ricky.
Hi, Ricky.
All right, so cruising along at 17-1, guys, doing our thing. Yeah, we can. Well, we're not bribing the refs. You saw how. If I go look at Higgins, he's my best player, the one I want playing the most minutes, and I bet he's averaging like 24 minutes a game. I've got him set up at like 30, 32, and I bet he's playing 24 because he keeps getting in foul trouble. So there's no bribing the refs here. The thing is, every time Higgins gets in foul trouble, the freshman Ben Grundy comes out and goes nuts. I mean, he's not. He might not be as highly touted, but man, he's every bit the player. Let's take a look here. So what did I say? I want him playing 30 to 32. Let's take a look at the depth first. See what he's scheduled to play. So there's Higgins, scheduled to play 32 minutes a game. And he's only getting 26. And that's because of foul trouble. He's averaging 3 fouls a game. There's multiple games he's playing like 15, 20 minutes because of foul trouble. So no bribing the refs, no bribing the players. We're just going out there and balling. We're playing basketball. Y'all can figure that one out. Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you. Living the dream. Love to hear it. The Tulane Green Wave headed into Tulsa, who's having a pretty good season. They're 14-4, 4-1 in the AAC. So, this is definitely one of those games. I'd say this is one of those 50-50 toss-ups. Would look good on the resume. Not a bad loss if we lost it. But I hope we keep the momentum going. Win or lose?
What?
Win or lose?
When?
Win. He says win. Nah, we lost by 12. Higgins went 10-7. I didn't quite catch the rest of it, but Tulsa held serve on their home court to give us our first conference loss. It was on the road, so I'm not going to take too much negative away from that. You know, we're still doing work here. Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna go over there.
All right, go play for a little bit, but come back before the stream's over because we got a lot of good stuff coming. A lot of good stuff coming. We're going to bring him back for the tournaments. He's our good luck charm. I won't know. We're probably going to go on a losing streak now that I lost my assistant. He was the one making all the in-game adjustments and stuff and keeping Agalia's big mouth shut. So we'll see how the rest of this goes. So, ball game, folks. This is probably one of the games of the year. The number 16 Tulane Green Wave headed into the UC Bearcats at Cincinnati. So this is one where they absolutely want to hold serve on their home court, but this could go either way, and whoever wins it, it's a huge win. It's a huge win for the conference, for the NCAA tournament, for everything. But it's not a bad loss for either team either. It's just a big win and a big push forward. And it was for them. That's all right. You know, we showed out okay, but we still lost by 12. But that's against a top 12 team on the road. That's okay. We can live with that one. Out of our losses, 2 of them are to top 12 teams. And then we've got 1 loss at Tulsa. Not going to complain about that, but you will notice all of these losses, 2 of the losses rather, have come since my assistant coach bailed on me. So I'm going to blame it all on him. The Tulane Pretenders. Get out of here. All right, my assistant coach is back. Just in time for the Central Florida Golden Knights to come into New Orleans. Hey, Agalia, what do you call a 1 seed that loses to a 16? Riddle me that. All right, Golden Knights coming into Devlin Fieldhouse. See if we can get back on track, and we do. Nice little 18-point win. Ladeau led the way with 15-9. So we forge on ahead now that the assistant coach is back. You're my good luck charm. You can't leave anymore. Sit right there until I win the national championship. He might have gray hair. All right, let's see how this goes. We're actually almost through January, guys. We're moving through this season. 18-3, 6-2 in the conference, still number 16 in the country, number 1 in your hearts. His name Nick Ned. That was interesting. So the Shockers. We got the Wichita State Shockers at home. I think we beat them at their place. Oh, goodness. We got up and streaming a little late tonight. I'm an old man. I like to be sleeping by this point. Tulane and Wichita State. We took care of business once again. Marquette home. Arthur Nixon with 22. My word. Arthur Nixon. 22. Look, Ledoux with 12 rebounds, 12 points. So he goes double-double. Higgins 19 and 7. So a couple of rebounds short. Larry with 13 points. Guys, we're still rolling. We're still rolling. Living the dream. Was that the Spike Lee one? Spike Lee directed one of the 2K games, right? Was that 16? I've got 17. I don't think it was that one. And I know it was one of the ones I had. I liked 17. It actually had the colleges in it. But I don't think I've had one since then. Yeah, 16. 17 had... 2017 had Michael B. Jordan, the actor from The Wire, as support character or whatever. It was like Orange Juice. Like your player and him together, their team was Orange Juice. I don't know. And then after that, I quit playing them. Like I'm trying to play a career mode, not a movie or whatever. So we just jump over here and play some Draft Day Sports. No movies, no nonsense, just straight up ball games. Now we're headed into South Florida. They appear to be garbage. 6-14 on the year. Yeah, I haven't played any of them since 17. So 17 was better than 16. Outside of that, I don't know that I can really comment. So number 19, Tulane headed into the South Florida Bowl, 6-14 on the year, 1-8 in the AAC, and we pulled it out. Higgins, one board short of the double-double, leading the way there. Ledoux also supporting. So, once again, the usual suspects being right up there. Yeah, Pro Basketball 21 is going to be absolute fire. If you like the NBA, I think that it's going to be really, really good. I've been having fun with our online 2020 league. I'm definitely looking forward to 2021. I'm also really looking forward to the draft day college football and professional football games. One of them should be coming out in the next month or so, I think. So I'm keeping an eye out for that because with this worldwide health thing going on, these simulations are about the only way I get my outlet for college sports anymore. So got to keep cracking on the GM Games Twitch feed, the YouTube, everywhere we can get these games cranking out, get a little bit of history going. Maybe we can make history this year with Tulane. Agalia, I would check the Wolverine Studio streams for that information. I know I think they do their pro basketball streams on Tuesdays, their pro football streams on Fridays. But my guess is if you jumped into either of those streams and asked them if they had ideas on release dates, they would probably let you know. If not, you could always check their forums out. So, Memphis at home. I feel like every game has been at home. Let's check our schedule here. Now, Pro Basketball 2020 is good. I don't know why it would have negative reviews on Steam. Maybe just people not being used to the GM Games type of game. There's no first player. They can't do a My Career. They can't play the actual game. So maybe because of that. But I think Out of the Park gets good reviews. So I don't know why this would not. No, we've been... Oh, let's see. I think we've just been holding our own on the road. It feels like a lot of home games, but I think it's just because we're holding our own on the road. So let's keep holding our own at home against the Memphis Tigers. Memphis State, home of awfulness, John Calipari and Derrick Rose and all kinds of terrible people. Let's see if Tulane can take care of that. No, Pat Leaf. Memphis Tigers had a guy go off for 31 against us. I keep on saying this conference is legit. Just because these teams aren't ranked doesn't mean they're not good. They've got prestige, they've got history, and they've got players. As Pat Leaf just showed us, dropping 31, handing us our 3rd conference loss of the year, 4th overall, and I want to say that was our first one at home. We're going to take a look real quick. Let's take a look at these losses here. So, first loss, South Carolina in a neutral court sunshine shootout. Tulsa and UC on the road. So, yes, Memphis was our very first loss at home. We lost by 3 points. That's a shame. Say boo. Boo. God, I gotta beg him to boo. That was for you, Agalia. We were saying boo, UK. So we got the SMU Mustangs now. 12-10 in conference, 4-7 in the AAC. That's not a great conference record. Hopefully we don't give them anything for free and cheap here, and we don't. 13-point win. D.D. Higgins leading the way with 18-13. So you love to see that. You love to see your best player show up. I know Agalia likes to say he only shows up against nobodies, but as you just saw, leading the way once again, beating on SMU at home, and leading us to 9-3 in the conference. So that's 12 games into the conference, guys. 6 left. 6 left. We're number 14 in the country. We're lining up right now for a 4 or 5 seed. So this is this still year 3 with Tulane? This should be year 4 with Tulane because Stetson's a junior, and he was in my first class. So this is year 4 with Tulane, and I mean, we're just absolutely doing work. Well on our way, well on down the path to a second-round NCAA tournament type season, if not a Sweet 16 appearance, if the stars align. So now we're headed into Connecticut, 15-9 on the year, 8-4 in the AAC. So again, one of these teams, they're not ranked, but I mean, UConn has tradition. Obviously, they got national championships, 3, 4. They got prestige. This is a good school. We're going on the road. Just because we had the better ranking and the better overall record, to me, this is 100% a 50-50 game. All right. The Harry A. Gamble. All right. My assistant coach is going to take a break. Oh, no, we're probably going to lose while he leaves. We're probably going to lose this one. Hurry. I need him back. He's my good luck charm. Let's see what happens at UConn. Oh, even without the good luck charm, D.D. Higgins, 10-13, throwing down another double-double. I mean, the guy's ridiculous. Arthur Nixon, I think, had close to 20 points. Let's just take a look real quick. This is a guy that's 2/3 through his sophomore year. He's got 11 double-doubles, guys. What's he played? 45-ish college basketball games, and he's got 11 double-doubles. 25% of the time he's throwing down a double-double. He's almost averaging one. He's almost averaging one this year. So, very much not a bust, in my opinion. You know, give him 2 stars all you want. Our scouts are not good. All right, halfway through February here, guys, we are cruising towards the postseason. We are very, very shortly going to be into our American Athletic Conference tournament and then on into the NCAAs. So let's see how this goes. I think it should go well. East Carolina Pirates coming into Tulane. We won on the road, I believe. This is definitely one of those games that we should win. I'm not calling it 50-50. They got a decent record, but not great. And they're on the road. This is a should win. Yeah. 33 points. I didn't even catch the individual performances there at all. We all know who got the double-double. Look at Stetson. 13 assists. Woo-hoo-hoo. Dropping dimes. Brett Stetson. Arthur Nixon almost got 20. Liddell with 14 and 5. Marquette Holmes had a bit of a slow game, but foul trouble. Only 12 minutes. So Calvin Harris jumped in. And again, he did what he did. Calvin Harris, he doesn't stand out in any particular category, but every time he gets big minutes, he fills up the stat sheet all across the board. So, guys, this is just a team that, to me, is firing on all cylinders. When you have one or two of the major guys that break down and don't do what they're supposed to do, there's a couple other guys that just seem to be handcrafted to fill that role and step up into it. Return a 5-star into warm. Yeah, Breeze, your assistant coaches are a huge thing for your recruiting. I think that's what you're talking about here, is that you hired a really good first assistant recruiter. That's a huge thing. If you've watched any of my top 10 tip videos, if you haven't, they're all available on the GM Games YouTube channel. Go and check out my top 10 videos, because hiring an assistant coach that has a very high recruiting rating is absolutely one of my top tips. It's just an absolutely must in this game, because to me, like college basketball and college football, like once you get to the pros, it's all about coaching and managing personalities and managing talent and budgets and all that. Like college football and college basketball is about recruiting. Period. That's it. It's just recruiting. So you got to have recruits. You got to have assistant coaches that know how to recruit. That should be your priority when you're hiring your staff. I would pay, in some of these, even in smaller schools that have like a budget of $170,000 or something like that, I would pay a recruiter $100,000 and pay my second and third assistant $20,000 and recruit off of nothing, just to have that assistant coach that could recruit. It's so vital. Forging ahead, 23-4, 11-3 in conference. Guys, we should have 4 games to go before we hit the postseason. We're getting so close. Yes, managing mood for players is the absolute worst. That's my biggest criticism of this game. It's the thing I have the least fun doing, is managing their moods. And it's all right if I understand why. Like, if I lost Grundy, I would understand why, because he wants to play and I'm not giving him the minutes. But, like, if I lose, like, one of my starters, I would be upset. And it absolutely happened in the Florida A&M saves, and all of those are up on GM Games YouTube as well. Houston Cougars coming in. We should beat them, and we do. Only by 10. Not a great game. You could see there Arthur Nixon definitely filled it up with 27. Looked like Higgins was scoring. Didn't quite hit the double-double that time around. And I did not catch who our third big performer was. Still Team Higgins?
Yeah.
UK still sucks?
Yeah.
Agalia still a loser?
Yeah.
Still firing on all cylinders then. Hold on. Can we get a green wave? 1, 2, 3.
If Teddy were down here, he would say everything you told him to.
He said if our younger son was down here, he'd say everything I told him to. All right, headed in to play the Temple Owls. Shoot, what was their Hall of Fame coach? John Chaney? Good old John Chaney University. Peter J. Leocaris Center. All right. Call it the Owl's Nest or something. Like, we got Snake Pit. Let's call that the Owl's Nest. Oh, whew, we got pecked out at the Owl's Nest. Higgins went 14 and 15, so he threw up that double-double, but the Owls pecked our eyes out or something. We did not do well. We lost by 12. So there is one of those, you're playing on the road. They're not great. That doesn't look good. But Not going to kill us. Like, they weren't a horrible team. They weren't great, but not horrible. I don't think that necessarily, like, it's a loss you don't want to take, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it, like, knocks you down an entire seed level or anything like that. Ooh, I like that idea, Breeze. Possible trade destinations as part of trade rumors. I like that a lot. And they could kind of do it based on, like, who had cap space or something. Or even, I don't know how they do with, like, big market, small market, that sort of thing. So here we go. We got the Tulsa coming back in here to play us at home. Now, they got us on the road. I would love to get some revenge here at home against Tulsa. And we absolutely get our revenge. Only 6 points. But you can see their homes in Ladeau. Both had pretty good games. Both scored a good number of points. So we are moving into the last couple of games on the regular season schedule, folks. I saw Cincinnati. I missed the other one. We're still in the top 25. I called it early in the stream. It felt like a 25-win type of year. I did not think we would reach that in the regular season, but we have. So now we are looking to expand and build on that and see if we can get to 30. We still got a chance or two here in the regular season to do that. And then we're going to have the entire American Athletic Conference tournament as well as the NCAA tournament, because this is obviously a guaranteed NCAA tournament team. All right, so we are into March. Let's check the inbox real quick. Okay. Seeing if there was anything unexpected there. So now we got UC coming in. So UC did us dirty at their place. Let's see if we can get them back. This would be a really, really nice win at home. Can the Green Wave take out the Bearcats? 10-point win. Give us a yeah. Look at your Green Wave making it happen against the Cincinnati Bearcats, guys. So we go to see who gets it done. Big game, D.D. Higgins with the double-double. There's somebody in the chat that likes to think that this guy folds against competition. I would just like to say, there he is against the top 25 opponent, throwing down the double-double. Every one of our starters got into double-figure scoring. Holmes with 23 led the way. All of the starters, along with Holmes and Jay Malone and Grundy, all on the positives, on the plus-minus. So there we go. Nice win against the Cincinnati Bearcats. So that definitely gives me hope. I'd love to see a Tulane Cincinnati Bearcat, or what do they call it, rubber match? Third match of the year in the conference finals. I would love to see it. We should be 1-2 in the conference. Let's go take a look at the standings. All right, so we're 14-4 in conference, leading the way. Cincinnati, Memphis, and Tulsa all at 12-6, all 2 games back. That's interesting. So we're looking, guys, at the 1 seed in the conference this year. And we are the 1 seed in the conference. The season's over. That was game number 18 in conference. So we're the 1 seed. Cincinnati, Tulsa, and whoever else I said are going to be the other, 1 through 4. So here we go, guys. That was your regular season. That was your 28-29 regular season. And now we're hitting the postseason. This is the tournament. You think we're going to win?
Yeah.
We got 2 tournaments to play.
Okay, this one
We're going to play this one and then one more, and once the tournaments are over, then it's over.
And no one can play the long dark, maybe?
Yeah, and can you one more time say, shh? Hey, say hi to Chris.
Hi, Chris.
That's my son James. He's been my assistant coach all night. He's keeping us on the right path. He's also helping us out with our green wave. So we had a heck of a regular season at 26-5, and now here we go into our American Athletic Conference tournament. Chris said hello. Hey, tell him all the things you said earlier about how Agalia is a loser and UK sucks. Just say Agalia is a loser.
Agalia is a loser.
There you go. See, he likes to trash talk Agalia every bit as much as I do. And Kentucky sucks.
Yeah.
Say it loud.
Kentucky sucks.
They boo Wildcats.
Boo, Wildcats.
Raising them right. All right, so in the first round of the American, we're going to get SMU. And obviously they've already played their like preliminary games or whatever. So this is like moving on down the line. You can see UC, Memphis is also ranked. Tulsa not quite ranked, but I bet they're close. Yeah, he's a smart kid. Aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Show him all those teeth are missing. Smile big for the camera. Lost his 2 front teeth on the bottom. It's getting pretty big, pretty fast. One wasn't even supposed to come out, he just said. But he knows that Agalia is a loser, and I'm sure that he would have the same feeling about Justin were he here. All right. So here we go. Great regular season, but college basketball is decided in March, guys. SMU and Tulane, first round of the American Athletic Conference. We take care of business with 16 points. Arthur Nixon leads the way. All right. Now on to Tulsa. So this is an interesting matchup because we lost at Tulsa and then we won in our home game. So here's the rubber match against Tulsa. But I've already thrown down the gauntlet for the rubber match against UC in the finals. So we've got to do our part, and then we'll see UC in the finals. Let's see if UC does their part. I'm sure that they will. No, we're getting there. Oh, UC did not. UC fell by 7 to Memphis. So we won't get to play him in the American. Let's see if we can slip past Tulsa. My assistant coach is going to be back in a few minutes. If I lose this game, it's your fault, okay? All right, guys. We got the Tulsa Hurricanes, I believe. We would really, really like to make this conference final. So, let's play our semifinal game against Tulsa. Oh, God, they beat us down. I lost my assistant coach. It's all his fault. You know, that's really frustrating. Look, we had a great team all year, but if you don't do it in March, like, it's just worthless. Ladeau played well. Higgins in foul trouble again. Only got 16 minutes. Grundy got a good deal of time. Holmes scored a lot of points, but look, he played 32 minutes, minus 18. Nixon, minus 24. Oh. Oh. No, the head coach got blindsided by the assistant coach leaving 5 seconds before the game is a problem. Hey, I lost as soon as you left. Quit leaving. Gosh. You're the only way I can win. Don't leave again, or else you're grounded. I'm going to call the Tooth Fairy and tell her to quit coming. So, a little bit of solace there. Tulsa dispatched Memphis by 17 points. So they were obviously a good team this year. Yeah, 16's a big-time rank. We had a really good season. Losing to Tulsa, you could see there, they still won the American, which is still it's a very solid conference, very solid season that we had there. Take a look at the RPI. We were as high as 14. Right now, our RPI is 15. Our team rank is 16. So if that holds up, we should be a top 4 seed.
Oh, we're almost done.
Let's take a look here, just real quick. Look at BB Higgins, our player impact estimates. Excuse me. BB Higgins at 16.5. That's going to lead the way. Ladeau 14, Nixon 13.5. Marquette Holmes only 11, and Stetson 12.5. So Agelia can say whatever he wants. He doesn't know what he's talking about. BB Higgins is the star of this team. Let's take a look at the inbox because we should have our NBA draft declarations. And again, Higgins is a top 25 player. He could very much declare. Let's cross our fingers that he hasn't. Whew. So, outside of transfers, this whole team should be back next year. Let's take a look real quick at our roster. And the only one really angry is Sean Larry. Yeah, we're almost done, babe. So let's take a look at our selection show, guys.
Is it done now?
You'll know when it's done. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when it's done, and you can go upstairs.
And then, no, I just want to play Glow in the Dark more.
Gotcha. All right, so let's see what we got. Central Arkansas, Weber State. These are our playing games. Ole Miss, Iowa State, Nevada, UNLV. All right, East Rutherford Division. UNC pulls the 1 seed. Utah State with the 2. Very interesting. Oklahoma Sooners with the 3. Your Tulane Green Wave. 4 seed, baby. 4 seed against Texas Arlington. He wants to play the long dark. But yeah, he likes hunting games. I actually mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but he and I are probably going to stream some stuff on my YouTube of us playing his hunting game in the long dark and some things like that. He's down here to just kind of watch a stream and be on a stream for a while and have some fun. So your Tulane Green Wave, the 4 seed in the East Rutherford Division bracket, whatever you call it. The 5 Dayton versus Temple. So that's a potential second round matchup. Memphis with the 6. Marquette, San Diego. There's the Kentucky Wildcats at a 9 seed. Villanova Wildcats with a 1. Illinois with a 2. The Seminoles. Cuse. The Ducks. Holy Cross, Yukon, Michigan, Iowa. All right, and then San Antonio. The Gamecocks of South Carolina. North Carolina State, Arkansas, BYU, UC with a 5, Louisville with a 6. In Seattle, Chris's Texas Longhorns with a 1 seed. The Arizona Wildcats with a 2 seed. Bama, Butler, Creighton, New Mexico State. There's Tulsa with your 7, and Pitt, Auburn round it out. Guys, there's your NCAA tournament. We've got quite a few father-son waves tonight. You ready for one for the NCAA tournament? Mm-hmm. This is the one that's going to determine how far, like how many games we can win. Are you ready for it?
I'll tell you about how many.
This is a big one. 1, 2, 3. You knew what was coming, boy. If that means we lose in the first round, it is his fault. Y'all saw him. I prompted. He didn't follow. If we lose, it's not my fault. No, it is not. You sound like a Galia. No way, it's not my fault. I take no responsibility. It's a Galia's fault or your fault if I lose. I am very good at this game.
You will.
Absolutely not.
You mean the last 5 final one?
All right, so here we go. Tulane versus Texas Arlington, guys, in the NCAA tournament. We're a 4 seed. If we lose, it is James' fault.
No, it's your fault.
We're not losing. 9-point win. Stetson throwing down 28-6. Yes, sir. Let's take a look at that NCAA tournament box score. So Ledoux 6-5. Higgins 12 points, only the 1 rebound. Again, 20 minutes. The fouls are killing me with him. But Stetson, the junior, put the team on his back. 28 points, 6 assists. Marquette Holmes, only 4 points, but still 7 assists, 7 rebounds. He filled up that stat sheet. Jay Malone came in with 10. Grundy was 7. So this was a total team effort, guys. Total team effort. And we get past the Texas Arlington Mavericks in the first round, 80-71. So let's move on and see what we get in the second round. Yeah, every game, the next game we lose is the last game. If we win, we get to play again. If we lose, we're done. You want to win.
No.
You want to win at least one more game. Win one, and then we can lose, okay? Win one more game, promise me. Give me your good luck. Give me your... We're going to win this one. All right, we're going to beat Dayton, and then we're going to lose. That's our plan. Let's see what we can get here, guys. Your Tulane Green Wave, your Dayton Flyers, the 4-5 matchup. Let's give it a go. Oh, 67-60. Yes, sir. Ledoux, Higgins, and Stetson, my boys, carrying it. And your Tulane Green Wave. Guys, not only have we been ranked in the top 25 for the first time on the GM Game Stream tonight, we're in the Sweet 16 for the first time on the GM Game Stream tonight. So we are setting records left and right. This was a disappointing American Athletic Conference tournament. We've more than made up for it in the NCAAs. Guys, we are going to jump up. We're going to jump up, I want to say like 8 points in prestige. It's going to be significant. Guarantee you that.
Is this not?
Everybody that was in here that's no longer in here is missing out. All right, now we got UNC. Can we beat the Tar Heels? Yes or no? Loudly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. There it is. That's all I needed. My assistant coach has my back. We're taking them out.
I hope. It's my fault we lost.
You all heard him say that. We lost by 14, and he just admitted that it was his fault.
Did we win?
No, we lost.
Oh.
All right, so we lost, guys.
No,
We lost in the Sweet 16. Let's play these out. We can go back and check out our Sweet 16 teams and just kind of get a feel for the overall tournament. Usually I go every 2 rounds of games and show you guys how it went. This year, actually being in the Sweet 16, wanted to... I just got a little bit carried away with it and forgot to do the review. So we can do that right now. You'll know when it's time. How about you go play? I'll go get you when it's time for us to do something else. All right. So we took Tulane to the Sweet 16, guys. I mean, played 2 years in the NCBA and haven't gotten Louisville there yet. So we got Tulane there in our 4th year. Let's check out the NCAA tournament. So our East Rutherford division, we had UNC, Tulane, Utah State. Look at UAB. Got all the way to the Sweet 16, and then we had North Carolina, Utah State, and North Carolina took it. So a 1 seed moving to the Final Four. In St. Louis, Villanova, Syracuse, Iowa upset Illinois, and then Florida State took them out. So we got another 1 seed, Villanova Wildcats, over the Florida State Seminoles. In San Antonio, South Carolina defeated the number 5 seeded UC Bearcats, rather. Meanwhile, your NC State Wolfpack took out Arkansas, only to fall to the Gamecocks. And in Seattle, Texas falls to the Creighton. Oh! Texas falls to Creighton. Arizona beats Bama, but then Creighton takes them out as well. So in the finals, you got 3 1s and a 5. 3 1s and a 5. Very interesting. So let's see what happens here in this Final Four. And then we're going to get to the awards, and we'll try to skip ahead into next season. I think I've still got enough fuel to get us there. Yeah, it was a good run. The good news is, outside of transfers, we still don't lose anybody. And we bring that whole team back. Ladeau's a junior, Stetson's a junior, Higgins a sophomore, Nixon a freshman, Holmes a sophomore, Grundy a freshman, Calvin Larry or whatever his name is like a sophomore. We don't lose anybody except for the guys we lose to transfer. So Creighton took out South Carolina. Creighton's headed to the finals, guys. Creighton is headed to the finals. Who will they face? I missed that part. Creighton, North Carolina. Your 2029 national champions in the GM Games Twitch feed. North Carolina or Creighton, North Carolina. So, prestige and history wins out there. The Tar Heels bringing home the banner. Let's take a look at our season awards.
Is it done?
Yeah, we're looking at the awards now. So, for the entire association, Nova, here's your NCAA Most Outstanding Player, Jason Thompson from North Carolina. Pat Leith, the one that went off on us from Memphis, actually won Player of the Year. South Carolina player won Defensive Player of the Year. Cole Rancic got Freshman of the Year as well as the Norton Award out of Villanova. And Jamie Dixon at North Carolina, Coach of the Year. Here's your first team All-Americans. Pat Leith out of the American. Here's your second team All-Americans. Nothing from our conference. All right, so let's take a look in our conference. So Pat Leith, obviously. Look who's the Coach of the Year. Whew. High five. Coach of the Year. That's me. Tulane, 29-7. Tulsa and Memphis racking up some other ones. But I'll take that Coach of the Year. You're very welcome. First team all conference. Nothing for us. Second team all conference. There's Marquette Holmes and there's D.D. Higgins. Look at him. 11 points, 9.3 rebounds a game. Ever so close to averaging that double-double. So, the good news is he's sticking around yet another year. So maybe he'll hit that double-double average next year. Maybe he'll earn his way onto that American Athletic Conference first team. So let's close out this year, see if we're losing any coaches, and then scoot on into the next year.
Almost done?
Yeah, Bub, if you want to leave, like, our games are done. You did a good job.
No.
High five.
I just want
All right,
to
tell everybody, see you next week.
See you next week.
Say thanks for following.
Thanks for following.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe.
All right, you're a true streamer now.
No.
I'll come get you when it's time to do something else.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to do the last 10 minutes of my stream.
Okay, I want to stay on here for it. Maybe go up for 10 minutes. And then
All right, Bub. Ladeau and Nixon hate each other. 32-39. So I called for an 8-point improvement in prestige. We got 7. So pretty close, almost like I played it before and had a decent guess at it. 7-point increase in prestige. So we can take a look now at the colleges that are hiring. Head coaches only, please. Georgia, Power 5, calling our name. It's where I made a lot of noise in the SEC. I actually think that Tulane is better situated than Georgia is. Out of this list, Georgia is the only halfway entertaining one, and I just don't think they're as good as Tulane. But I will at some point, like once we like make the Final Four or something, I'll move on and then up the recruiting difficulty from normal to brutal. Look at Holmes. Look at Grundy moving up to a 5-star. He still might transfer out. Staff hiring. Do we have any staff leaving? It doesn't look like it. 2 years across the board. Hopefully none of them accept any other jobs. Let's just finish in advance and see if we can pull that off. Doesn't look like it's going to stop us. You guys know this is all extra time. After the season's over, I usually cut it off. But I'm always excited to get into that next season and just see how the player rankings change, how our meeting with the board goes, how our transfers work out, all that sorts of things. So I figure I'd just keep streaming until I quit being interested, and then I'll cut it off. Yeah, it is. So our request got denied. It's the end of the season. Let's take one last look at our dashboard. Sometimes I like to catch the outgoing seniors if there's anybody interesting to me. Boys, nope. None of these guys. So starting next year will be when my recruited players start to graduate. So then, starting with next year at the end of the season, every year we'll jump in and see how our seniors did. See like if we get 1,000-point scores, 2,000-point scores, 1,000 rebounders, 500 assists, that sort of thing. Just kind of see what those players did over their careers. But for now, nobody that's graduating. I don't have any interest in any of them. The prestige increase went from 32 to 39, so it was a 7-point increase. I was hoping for around 8. We got 7. I feel like I was pretty on the nose with that. But again, we got to keep moving up. We got to keep, it's high pressure over here. I want this team to be in the Sweet 16 every year. Unless, of course, we get, I don't know, like, we might have to discuss offline our parameters for considering a new school if we get a new offer. I'll be interested to check what our coach's reputation is after this season, but, at some point we could move to a bigger school and up the recruiting to brutal. I don't know what kind of... that's just something to discuss offline. So reach out if you have thoughts on that. God, look at that team after they get reevaluated in May. Whew. No, we're not skipping the summer. So 3 scholarships open. Our 2-man recruiting class was still the 32nd class in the nation. So when you only recruit 2 and you're still that high, you're doing pretty good. So you figure these schools up here could be recruiting 3, 4, 5. Of course, UNC taking that very top spot after winning the national championship. I don't suppose that's necessarily a shock, but we got 3 to bring in. We only got $40,000 to do it with. We're going to get that Southeast report for 5. Oh, let's get the Great Plains as well. That's going to take us to 30. Yeah, we need the report, and then we can just kind of avoid any expensive camps. Oh, we lost players. I don't know who it was. I think it was Sinners. Oh, shoot! Larry, Nixon, and Grundy all left. That's a starter. That starter's backup. Oh, Grundy, I could have completely accepted. Nixon was a starter. I have no idea why he left. Larry was... Oh, God. Why? That's 3 of our top 8. That's 3 of our top 8. Why? I mean, at least don't both of the small forwards leave. Like, if Nixon's going to leave. You know, I mean, Nixon had trouble with Ledoux all year, I suppose. So I can get that. Grundy didn't get the playing time. I totally understand that. I don't know why Sean Larry left. Maybe if I was smarter, I would have, seen all that friction between Nixon and Ledoux and played Larry more. Jeez, that's brutal. That's brutal. So while it looked like we were bringing back the entire team, turns out that's not quite the case. Now, the good news is we're still bringing back 4 out of 5 starters. We've still got Malone, who's very capable of rotating on the inside. We brought in Kevin London as a freshman, very capable. Small forward Andrew Jones, he could start if we needed him to. We still have Calvin Harris as a shooting guard. So, even though we lost 3 players, we're still... this is what happens, like, once you're building depth season over season, like, even a brutal blow like that, guys, we still have 6 players on the team that we've ranked 4 stars or higher. We've got a freshman at 3 stars. We've got a senior at 2.5 who had more than his fair share of double-doubles over the year. We're going to be fine. Like, this is still very much an NCAA team. As it currently stands, if I had to take a wild guess, I would say this is probably another borderline Sweet 16 team, if not better, depending on how things break down. Now, we don't have the depth necessarily. Like, we don't have Grundy. The small forward's a little bit different, but outside of that, like, we're gonna be all right. And that's what happens when you build up depth. When you continually just have successful recruiting season after a successful recruiting season, this is fine. No worries here. This team will compete. Not even gonna bother lingering on it. Let's skip right past the transfers. I'm not even going to look at the transfer list. I hate transfers. I can't get their camp results. I can't get their high school stats, so I really don't feel like I get a fair evaluation on them, so I could care less what the transfer list looks like. I don't even look at it. I can't get the evaluation. I'm going to get better evaluations out of the freshmen. I've got 5 scholarships. If I bring in 5 top 100 players who do well in camps, who have good high school stats, they're all going to be ready for me. So, next year? So, let's look at this again. Here's our talent has been reevaluated. Now, look at that. Look at the power forward we just brought in, getting reevaluated up to 4.5 stars. I don't trust that, but it's better than It's better than being evaluated at 1 or 2. So, I mean, let's look at this, guys. We're going to bring in 5 players this year, right? We had however many scholarships. I don't know. I think we're bringing in 5. Stetson will graduate. We'll have Haywood. He's still a 3-star guy. By his junior year, he's 3.5. That's solid. Marquette Holmes, assuming he doesn't go pro, is absolutely going to be a beast his senior year. Same with Calvin Harris. Andrew Jones, a freshman. Assuming he doesn't transfer, he should still be here. Kevin London, this freshman, is ridiculous. Ladeau will leave. This is our replacement. We'll recruit someone behind him. BB Higgins, no guarantee that he leaves. He always could. Jay Malone could as well. So at center, we're a little bit shaky. So that's really the biggest thing. If we land a top 25 center, even a top 40 center, guys, we're fine here. We're fine. No, I don't care for transfers or JUCOs. I fall so hard on the camp results. But, I mean, you see it here. This will be our 5th season at Tulane. We got plenty of depth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. We're going 9 deep at Tulane in year 5. And we're going to bring in 5 freshmen that are going to be absolute studs. So, we're good to go, guys. Deleting all that nonsense. All right, $30,000. We will attend the Southeast camp for 4. Do we want to go to East Coast or the Houston Class? All right, chat. Should we go to East Coast, Houston, or just leave it at Memphis and move on? I'll take votes on this one because I don't really have a strong opinion. I mean, I think I've got a lot of scholarships. I would maybe rather have the money this year. But I'll listen to differing opinions on this. If there's no thoughts, I'm going to go ahead and advance with what my gut says, and that's just Memphis. No, camp results are not overrated. Promise you that. Dude, I can pick out the busts every year just from people that don't play well at camps. Like in the NCBA, Norvell, that shooting guard that Louisville has, I knew he was a bust when I took him. He's like 25th or 26th overall, but I knew that it was just nothing doing. I took him because he was highly rated. See, the thing with the ratings and the stats and all that other stuff, like that's all potential. How they perform in the camps is current ability. So, I mean, Norvell could be good if he stays for 4 years. But I knew he was going to be garbage as a freshman, like, for sure, because he was terrible at the camps. Nah, you're missing out, Agalia. Camps are where it's at. Definitely not fluff. I'm winning too much for that to be fluff. All right, guys, we are on to the recruiting season, so I'm going to go ahead and save right here. I mean, you can see, look at what I'm doing here. I'm just basing it off of camps. I'm at Tulane. Look what I'm pulling. Go over to my Louisville roster and look what I was pulling off of camps. Go look at my small forwards. They were both ranked like 600 in the country. And they're my best players as sophomores. So, dismiss the camps at your own risk. All right, guys. I think like if we look at this, like we got 4 guards, 1 small forward, and at least 3, if not 4, inside players that are going to be real good. We could have either a shooting guard or a power forward slide into this 3. We're going to have another year just like we had last time when we come back to you next week. So, we got through our entire season tonight. Didn't go so good in the American Athletic. Made the Sweet 16 in the NCAA. But here's our team for next year. We're looking pretty strong yet again. We've got a handful of scholarships to offer, so the next recruiting session should be lit, especially considering we went from 32 to 39 team prestige. That's only going to continue to go up. If we take a look here at our office, we could see here, recruiting-wise, we're up to 67. It's about to get nutty. It's about to get crazy. So our only goals, qualify for the NIT, we got that. Top half of the conference, 15 games. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. We got it. Guys, that's all I've got for tonight. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I know that Agelia did. Agelia sucks. Agelia's a loser.
Yeah.
Say it.
Agelia's a loser.
There you go. From the assistant coach who got every game right, Agelia is a huge loser. And Kentucky is terrible. And thank you all for watching the stream. We really do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and hope that I'll see you all next time. Until then, this is Cards, and me and James are out.